Head stretch. Welcome guys, Vicky Carnes here with a new video. Well, obviously it's new as it's my latest upload. Okay, anyway. Something that's been on my mind was when I logged on to my Xbox today. That's right, I actually have an Xbox, even though I don't really play it. I went on there today while I was giving my PlayStation 3 a break because in the mail I just got Assassin's Creed Brotherhood through GameFly, so I played about 2 hours of that and then I gave it a break. So I was going to watch something over on my Xbox, but my gold subscription expired and I'm not paying $65 for a year because that's just ridiculous. But something that really saddened me was that I was unable to do anything on that system unless it meant getting a gold membership. I wasn't able to use my Netflix, even though I have a Netflix account that my aunt lets me use. I can't even watch Netflix on there unless I have gold, so technically I'm paying extra to use it on Xbox. I can't even use YouTube, which is supposed to be a free service, as you're on here now for free. I can't even use YouTube without it. I don't believe I'm allowed to use Facebook or Twitter as well. I don't use Twitter. I don't personally care for it, but even if I did, I couldn't use it on there because that as well is blocked unless you have a gold subscription. So technically they're making you pay to use YouTube, Facebook, Twitter, and what was that other one called? Facebook, YouTube, Twitter, and Facebook, YouTube, and Twitter. Is that it? I think that is it. I don't know. I'm sorry, I'm a bit tired. I should already be asleep, but I wanted to make this video before I go to bed. But yeah, I think it's ridiculous how you have to spend extra money to use, oh yeah, Netflix, that was it. How you have to use money to use stuff that would be otherwise free on the PS3 and free on your computer. So I think it's really fucked up, and I just wanted to put this quick video out there just to tell you guys my opinion on it. You know, I mean, I'm not against Xbox people I'm not against the people that like to play on Xbox. If you're an Xbox guy and you prefer Xbox, that's okay. I'm not saying you're an idiot. I'm not saying that the system sucks. The system is fun. You know, they've got some cool exclusives, you know. But my favorite exclusive, I think, on there would probably have to be Forza, the Forza series. Ever since I played Forza 3, I've been wanting for quite some time now to play Forza Motorsport 4, which someday I hope I will. But I went on there today and I realized, oh, my gold expired on the 4th of July, and then I also looked on there and realized, well, I can't use Facebook, I can't use Netflix, I can't use YouTube to watch videos, and it got me thinking, like, why am I having to pay money to use free applications or free websites, if you will, on the internet? I mean, why am I having to pay extra for that? I just think, you know what, I really don't see how they have really any fans. And I'm not saying that toward the system and the games and the gameplay, the controller, all that kind of stuff. That I'm saying I don't see how there are so many people that prefer the Xbox when all they want is money. It's just constant with them. And if you don't spend it, then you suffer from it. You can't even play online with your friends without buying a membership. And I just think it's wrong. And I always will, and nothing will ever change my mind. Even if they made it $1 a year to play online, I would still say, why do you have to charge us anything? Why can't we just play? It's not good enough that we buy your $65 games. It's not good enough that we buy all that DLC. It's not good enough that we bought the system in general, which is like between, when I bought my Xbox, it was like $250, $300. I mean, I don't know, you guys. I just think there's something really wrong with that picture when they're charging you to use what's supposed to be free services. I think it's wrong, and I've talked to my whole family about it. They're not going to agree with me just to agree, and my sisters refuse to get an Xbox because of the amount of money you have to put out to play it. They refuse. My sister had a choice. She could have got an Xbox or a PS3, and she went with PlayStation 3 because she didn't want to put out the money that Microsoft makes you. She's like, well, what would you recommend? And I told her, I said, well, you know, Cherie, that's her name, Cherise, you got to think. You got a PlayStation 3 where you have free online gaming. You can browse the internet freely as long as you have an internet connection, of course. And at this, and PlayStation Plus is optional. You're not forced to use it just to get the full effect. Because let's face it, PlayStation Plus on the PlayStation, you don't need it. It's kind of a waste of time. But that's not here or there. Stay on topic. And or you can go over to the Xbox side, and you can deal with the monthly or yearly membership costs. And if you don't want to buy gold, you don't have to. But then you can't play online. You can't use YouTube. You can't use Netflix. You can't use YouTube. You can't use Twitter. And there's other stuff you can't use as well. I don't know, you guys. I just don't see how they seem to have more players on Xbox. I don't really understand it, and I don't see how all you obviously like giving money away, because if you didn't, you wouldn't be on Xbox. And I'm not bad-mouthing you. I'm just saying you have to admit you're putting out a lot more money than I am, since I play on PS3, and I say, well, fuck you, I'm not paying $65. I'll pay for $2 for 2 months, because I do like YouTube on there. I will admit that it is a big plus on Xbox. But I still feel cheated because I'm paying them a membership fee just to use something that I shouldn't have to pay a dime for. It's just my opinion. Anyway, this is the Keith Carnes signing off, and I will see you guys in the next one. Peace.